morning, students. Welcome back to our English time. How are you all? Hope you're all doing well. What about your studies? Everything going all right? Have you gained any free time? What a question. We have enough free times nowadays. How did you spend your free time? You play with your sister? Very good. Then, doing your homework? Then, playing with the neighbors? Anything else? Walking around the home and premises? Who told this? Arun? What did you do there, Arun? You play under your mango tree in front of your house. That's nice. Is there anybody in that mango tree? Is squirrel. Do you have any company with them? Yes, you talk with them. With a mango tree? Is it possible? Yes, it's really possible. That's a very good answer. Give him a big clap. Like our Arun, we were also spend our time with nature. We talked with trees, we played with butterflies, birds, animals. Actually, spending our time with nature give a kind of relief to our mind and body. It gives happiness, pleasure, everything to us. Our nature has a magical power to relieve us from all the worries. If you are not in a good mood, listen the magical beauty of our nature. I hope now your mind gets relaxed. This is the right time to start our new lesson. Are you all ready? Okay, before that, let me ask you a question. Someone is singing in the video. Who is she? A bird? Can you mention her name? Is it Sparrow? No. Tyler Bird? You are not right. Waxing? No. Someone has said the right answer. Say it loudly. Nightingale. Very good. It's Nightingale. And there's a flower blooming. Can you mention its name? Very simple question. Yes, rose. It's a rose flower. So, today we are starting our new chapter, The Nightingale and the Rose, written by Oscar Wilde. Before moving into our chapter, let's have a look at the profile of our author, Oscar Wilde. Oscar Wilde. He was an Irish poet, fiction writer, and essayist. He is considered as a central figure in aesthetic writing and a master short story writer. His major plays include A Woman of No Importance, An Ideal Husband, and The Importance of Being Earnest, and the novel The Picture of Dorian Gray in 1888. He wrote poems and published The Happy Prince and Other Tales, a collection of children's stories. So, shall we start our lesson? The Nightingale and the Rose. It is a short, tragic fantasy story, and it's written by Oscar Wilde. And the major characters in our story are, look at here, a young student and this Nightingale. They are the major characters in our story. And our boy is crying for having a red rose from his garden. He is sitting in front of his house. And our Nightingale heard his cry. She is sitting in a oak tree near our boy's house. There are different colors of flowers in his garden. There are white color rose and orange color rose flower, etc. are there, and lots of flowers are there in his garden, but there is no red color rose, and he is crying for having a red color rose. And why he need that rose? At last, in our story, for him, our Nightingale sacrificed her own life. And why she sacrificed her life for this boy? Do you want to know the answer? I won't tell you. You want to listen the story. Then you will get the answer. Okay? Now all of you may please take your textbook page number 139. I will read it for you. Listen it carefully. The Nightingale and the Rose. She said that she would dance with me if I bought her red roses, cried the young student. But in all my garden there is no red rose. From her nest in the oak tree, the Nightingale heard him, and she looked out through the leaves and wondered. No red rose in all my garden, he cried, and his beautiful eyes filled with tears. Oh, on what little things does happiness depend? I have read all that the wise men have written, and all the secrets of philosophy are mine. Yet, for want of a red rose is my life make rich. Here at last is a true lover, said the Nightingale. Night after night have I sung of him, though I know him not. Night after night have I told his story to the stars, and now I see him. His hair is dark as the hyacinth blossom, and his lips are red as rose of his desire. But passion has made his face like pale ivory, and sorrow has set her seal upon his brow. The prince gave a ball tomorrow night, murmured the young student, and my love will be of the company, and I bring her a red rose. She will dance with me till dawn. But there is no red rose in my garden, so I shall sit lonely and she will pass me by. She will have no heed of me and my heart will break. Here indeed is a true lover, said the nightingale. What I sing of he suffers. What is joy to me? To him is pain. The musicians will sit in their gallery, said the young student, and play upon their string instrument, and my love will dance to the sounds of the harp and the violin. He buried his face in his hands and wept. Why is he weeping? Asked a little green lizard, and he ran past him with his tail in the air. Why indeed? Whispered a daisy to his neighbor in a soft, low voice. The nightingale said that he was weeping for a red rose. For a red rose? They cried. How very ridiculous! And the little lizard laughed outright. But the nightingale understood the secret of student sorrow, and she sat silent in the oak tree and thought about the mystery of love. Students, you may please read the first paragraph silently and mark the unfamiliar words. Finish reading, children. What are the things you have understood from this paragraph? It's about a boy who is crying for having a red rose. This for all you have understood. And what is the title of our story? The Nightingale and the Rose. Who is the author? Oscar Wilde. And who are the major characters in our story? The boy and the nightingale. Who was sitting in the oak tree? Somebody is sitting in the oak tree and watching our young boy. Who is that person? Yes, nightingale. Nightingale is sitting in the oak tree. And why our boy is crying? Why does the boy cry? He is crying for a rose flower. What is the color of rose flower the boy is searching for? Is it blue or white? I think it is yellow. Now? Yes, he is searching for a red rose. He is crying for having a red rose. Very good. Why does the nightingale think that our student is a true lover? Is there any reason for that? Read the part once again. You will get the answer. Yes, somebody has said the answer. The boy needs a red rose for his lover and he is crying for that. So he had a true love towards his lover. That's why the nightingale think that our young student is a true lover. Why does the young man think that his life is rich? In some point, our young student says that his life is rich. Why he says so? There is no red rose in his garden. If he did not give his lover the red rose, she will not dance with him. He knows all the philosophies, and he have read all the wise person's books. Yet one of a red rose, his life get rich. How does the Nightingale describe our young student? The Nightingale has described Paul's features. How does she describe the young boy? You get the answer? What about his hair? As black as the hyacinth blossom. What about his lips? As red as the red rose flower. And his face? Pale ivory. And Sora has set seal upon his face. Likewise, the Nightingale has described our young student. In our story, a boy says that some event is going to happen tomorrow night. What was it? Is it a marriage ceremony? No. I think it is a birthday party. Am I right? No? Then you tell me. Yes, it is a ball conducted by Prince tomorrow night. Our boy need to go to the ball with a red rose. Then only his lover will dance with him. Do you know the meaning of ball? Have you seen ball? Look at this picture. Now tell me the meaning. Yes, it is a formal dancing party. Here in our story, the ball is conducted by the prince. Someone has asked our Nightingale why the boy is weeping. Who is that person? Yes, the green lizard. And the lizard, after hearing the answer from our Nightingale, she said that it is ridiculous for crying for having a red rose and for his lover. Do you agree with the statement? Yes. Is it ridiculous for crying for having a red rose for his lover? Okay. Now, why? Yes, our young student is a true lover. He has a true love towards his lover. That's why he is crying. And our Nightingale knew that because she always sings the songs of love. And she knows the value of love. Do you have any doubt? Any unknown words, vocabulary? Yes? Tell me. Desire. Desire means a strong feeling of wanting to have something or wishing for something to happen. Anything else? Passion. The meaning of passion is any powerful or compelling emotion or feeling as love or hate. Anything else? Finish? Okay, so let's move to our activity session. Children, those are some words describe our young student by our Nightingale. And I have some cards. Look at here. Hair, lips, and his brow, and last his face. Now you need to paste the correct suitable card in the chart. Okay. Now I will read it for you. Dark as the hyacinth blossom. Which is suitable here? His face. Am I correct? No. Okay. His hair is dark as the hyacinth blossom. And now the next one. red as the rose of his desire. Which is correct here? His lip, is red as the desire. Okay. Now the pale ivory. Which is suitable here? His face is in the color of pale ivory. And at last, sorrow has set her seal upon. And which is suitable here? His sorrow has set his brow. And his sorrow has set her seal upon his brow. I hope you get an idea. Now, with the help of this chart, you need to prepare a character sketch of the boy. Finish doing, children? Okay, there is a homework for you. Write out the question. Nightingale heard the boys crying for having a red rose. So she asked why the boy is crying. What would be the conversation between the boy and the nightingale? Write the conversation. So before wind upping our session, let us rewind the lesson once more. And who are the major characters? Yes, the nightingale and our young student. And he is crying for having a red rose, but there is no red rose in his garden. Our nightingale heard him by sitting in a oak tree, and he is thinking that he knows all the philosophy and he have read all the books the wise person have written, yet his life get rich for having a red rose. And our nightingale describe our young boy. What about his color of his hair? It is as black as the hyacinth in blossom, and his lips as red as his desire. And passion has made his face pale ivory, and her sorrow has set a seal upon his brows. And there is a party conducted by Prince, a ball conducting by Prince, and there will be musician and his love will be dancing to their music. When he is unable to give her a red rose, he can't dance with a lover. And the nightingale and our green lizard is discussing. Green lizard is asking to the nightingale why he is crying. So she said that he is crying for having a red rose. And our green lizard thinks that it is very ridiculous for crying for his lover or for having a red rose. But our nightingale know the value of love. This is what all about in our story. Hope you enjoy the story and don't forget to read it from your home. That's all for today's class. Hope you enjoy the class. Have a nice day.